In today's video, we're going to be comparing this 10 kilowatt lithium phosphate battery versus these 6 units of 1000 amp 2 volt gel batteries. Now, for those of you who have been following my channel, I use the gel batteries till this day and they have been serving me very well. Now, to say that lithium ion phosphate battery is better than these batteries, it's not something I'm going to jump into agreeing with anybody, because these batteries have served for over 10 years and they are still running. So I need the lithium batteries to have that same experience with somebody, with me, or generally before I can now make a proper comparison. So that's a long time to come, because most people that are using lithium now is just somewhere around 2-3 years maximum. So we still need some years to be able to say, okay, this lithium has gone past 10 years, the other one has gone past 12 years and stuff like that. So, but that's not topic for today. So what do we want to do? A lot of people find it difficult to compare batteries to understand what they can do with the batteries, and that's one of the things I have come to learn, not just in my head but practically. So that way we're going to use that to find out exactly what these batteries hold. Now, the first thing you're looking for in a battery is the cycle life. That is how many cycles, that means how many times can it come down to a certain level and go up comfortably. That's quite important. The next thing you're going to be looking for is how many percentage energy you can get from it. For instance, the ones to the right now, you can actually get up to like 70% if you pull, if you drain them very well. But it's not going to help your cause in the long run, because if your battery is supposed to have a cycle life of say 1000, let me use a rounded figure, at the end of the day, using this particular ones, they might not get to 10 years. Their warranty is usually 5 years, lifespan somewhere around that 8-12 years. So if you want to get the best out of your battery, you don't want to be removing too much from it. Usually the manufacturers will advise you 50% is what will give you the maximum cycle life that they have recommended for you. So with that, we're going to put it at 50% if we want to get like 10 years from this battery. Now, on the lithium side as well, they have their own, it's called depth of discharge. So 50% depth of discharge for this one, the 6 gel batteries, and the lithium iron phosphate battery. You have to check the manufacturer's DOD, that means depth of discharge. Though it's a 10 kilowatt hour battery, but we cannot get that 10 kilowatt from it. Some batteries actually you can get 10 kilowatts, so it depends on the manufacturer. So it goes two ways. Either the manufacturer will build it 10 kilowatt and you cannot only get maybe about 80-90% of it, or some manufacturers, I think, they will build something like 11 kilowatt hour. That way you can comfortably pull 10 kilowatt hour from the battery, because I've watched some videos where you can actually pull 10 kilowatt hour from the batteries. These particular ones, I've not seen anybody pull up to 10 kilowatt from them. As a matter of fact, they actually wrote it on the battery that you can get somewhere around 80 to 85 or maybe 90%, depending on which of the batteries you are using. So that way, if you have a 10 kilowatt hour lithium phosphate battery and it's 80% depth of discharge, so that puts it at 8 kilowatt hour that you can pull out of it comfortably. Now let's go to the 6 gel batteries. Now remember, they have to be connected as 6 as one unit minimum, so that will give you 12 volts, because they are 2 volts batteries. Now each of them at 50% depth of discharge, you are going to be getting 1000 times 2 volt, that's 2000 watt hour. So at 50% discharge, you are going to get 1 kilowatt hour, because when you multiply voltage times the amp hour, you are getting the kilowatt. So 2 times 1000, that gives you 2 kilowatt. That is in the battery. Now if you can drain it 50%, that puts it at 1000 watt hour, which is 1 kilowatt hour. When you combine the kilowatt hour for the 6, because you're connecting them in series, so you add up the power that each of them pack, so they are working as one single unit, so that gives us 6000 kilowatt. For this 10 kilowatt hour, we just established that we can get 8 kilowatt out of it according to the manufacturer. So when you put them side by side now, you see that the 10 kilowatt hour actually has more usable energy than the 6 of these batteries. However, this particular brand has a 7.5 kilowatt hour. If we're going to be looking at 80% of a 7.5 kilowatt hour battery, we're going to get 6 kilowatt hour from a 7.5 kilowatt hour battery of this particular brand, because 80% is what is generally expected to be gotten from this battery. I've done capacity tests, so you can refer to the capacity test. I got about just over 80% capacity, and I took the battery from fully to blinking. That is, I removed everything that was possible to remove from the battery. So that way, if you want to really know exactly how much these batteries are worth, if you are comparing it, that means a 7.5 kilowatt hour lithium phosphate battery is exactly the same as these other 6 gel batteries. So I hope this is helpful, because a lot of people find it difficult to compare these batteries. The same thing goes with lead acid batteries. So maybe in future we're just going to talk about it, how many lead acid battery can compare with this particular gel batteries versus kilowatt hour. So that way we'll be well informed of what we are getting from our batteries. I hope you guys love this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you guys and catch you on the next one.